Good morning, friends and family of YouTube. It's Travis once again, and today I'm on Middle Prong Trail, headed up to Indian Flats Falls. And I've done this hike several times. It's actually one of my favorite trails, but today's a little different. I actually broke down and bought a GoPro 12, which is something I've been wanting for a while. I've been doing all my other videos with the old GoPro 5. And today I've got the new GoPro out, so let's get this started. Luckily, I am the only one here this morning. It's about 30 degrees, and it's probably a little colder than that actually, but that's probably the main reason there are not many people up here. Plus, it's a Friday. I took the day off. And there's the bridge. So even if you can't get out and hike very far, you can park and just walk to this and come down and see it. So this is an awesome view. Lots of things to see on Middle Prong Trail. That's why it's one of my favorites. You can just hike as far as you want. Just give you an idea here, just filming some of the trail. We're still right here at the very beginning. Try to get some water shots up here so that we can see what that looks like. But I don't have this on my chest mount yet. I'm still using the just the regular hand mount. But I wanted to see like how choppy this is bouncing around. I know that was some of the feedback that I got before, was that some of my videos are just really choppy and almost makes you gives you motion sickness to look at it. So I'm hoping that the new digital video stabilization will help some. But this is 2.7K. But anyway, let's head on up. We still got a ways to go. It's 4 miles up to Indian Flats Falls, and so this is 8 miles round trip. So it's going to take me a little while to get up there. But plenty of things to see on this trail, so it's why it's one of my favorites. So let me switch over here in a minute. We'll try, I think, 4K and get some other video here of the trail. So here's just a shot of the water. This is the 4K again. So let me stop and do some more of a panoramic view where I'm not walking. But really the main one is I want to see as I'm walking, because I mean I'm moving up and down, right, as I'm walking these trails. So I think the two main things that I've been focused on, the video stabilization by far, and I'm gonna keep preaching on that just because that's one that I really needed. I've been trying to look at different ways to smooth that out, so I'm hoping this is gonna work better. All right, so let me switch over to the last one here and we'll test it out. All right, so this is 5.3K on the GoPro 12, but that was one of the other reasons I wanted to break down and get a new one, was the old GoPro, which has been a good one. It's just been giving me some issues lately. I carry like 5 batteries with this thing. The GoPro 12 has better endurance batteries. They're supposed to last longer. I do want to give you a shot of this. This is, I think it's Lynn Camp Falls. Pretty sure that's what it is. And I mean, this is only about 1/4 mile in, and you've got this bench here that the Park Service made, which you can come up here and sit and rest, and you can even, you know, hike down and get a better shot of the falls. Pretty awesome view, and you really don't have to walk that far. That's why I'm saying this trail is so awesome. You just got the opportunity to just hike up as far as you want. Like I said, Indian Flats Falls is about 4 miles up, so it's 8 miles round trip. It's a pretty good hike, but you don't have to go near that far. You can come in 1/4 mile, half mile, whatever you want to do, and still see a lot of cool sights. may try to get down there and get a little closer view here in a minute. I've never done that. I've always just been on a mission to get up this trail because it takes me a while. But since there's nobody here today, I mean, I got the place to myself. I've never had that on this trail. This is probably one of the most popular spots. There's a lot of people that travel this one, but on a Friday, most people are at work, and with it being as cold as it is, I left the house, it was like 33 degrees. It's probably in the upper 20s here, because it's pretty cold. So anyway, I don't know, let me work my way down here and we'll check it out. I've got the GoPro 12 set at 4K, so we'll see what this looks like. I think 4K is kind of where I'm gonna go with for now, and test it out. I'll probably do some, when I go just to this one by itself later today, I'll kind of switch over and do some comparisons, like what the video quality looks like on each one, and do some side-by-side shots with it and see if I can tell a difference, and then kind of get some feedback from you all and see what you think. But just trying to get down here and get a little better shot of this waterfall. But man, these rocks and the wet leaves are making this a little slick, so I'm just trying to take my time and be careful. But I do want to see how shaky it is with me climbing all over these rocks with the video quality. So let's see, I'm gonna work my way over here a little bit farther. I think I can get a better shot of this. And I have never come down here to get a close-up of this before, so this is a new experience. So there you go, there's a pretty awesome shot of that. You can see the trail up there where we just came from. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Now I just gotta climb back up here, which is not gonna be so much fun, but here we go. All right, so here is another good shot, but I would advise to be very careful with your footing here. So another waterfall here, and that's where we were just at just a minute ago, down on the bottom here. But a pretty awesome view. I believe I was mistaken, because the All Trails app is telling me where these two double benches are at. This is actually Lynn Camp Falls. So, all right, I stand corrected. But I will say, I kind of felt like that other one was a little bit more impressive, but not too bad. Be careful walking across through here. So there is the view upstream in the falls itself, and then downstream. So let's head on out. All right, this is one of my favorite spots, and I really don't know why, but it's just, it gives me that feeling like I get to explore a cave or something, when it's really not. It's two large rocks. But anyway, you can see there's been a lot of people that come down through here, so they're thinking the same thing I am. But anyway, woo. So there's the view of the river. And there's the big giant rock propped on another large giant rock. But still, I don't know, I just love that. I go through that every single time. So anyway, I guess it's just because I'm a kid at heart. Another little treat on this particular trail is this little old wooden bridge, which As you know, for some reason, I am a huge fan of these old bridges, but I will say this one's got some frost on it. It's gonna make it a little bit slicker than normal, but shouldn't be too horrible. At about 1.9 miles into the trail, you come up to this little spot, and I always want to show this one because I just love it. But it's the old rusty car that is still here, that was left, I guess, back in the day when they were doing the logging. And then unfortunately, this tree fell on it a while back and split it in half. This is the intersection of Panther Creek. Let's see if it says Tremont Road, so 2.3 miles to get to this point. And then there is Panther Creek. So just to show you this real quick, if you were to decide that this is a trail you want to hike, you physically have to go across the water, which in the summertime is not going to be that bad. Wintertime, not so cool. But there is no way to get across this one, as far as I know, where there's enough rocks where you can step across it. You're basically gonna have to walk, and the trail picks up there. So you can do the loop. You can go up Panther Creek and circle around and come back down here, or go up and come back. I did do that. I think it was earlier this year, and that trail is the first one that gave me my first case of hiker's toe, and it was, I can't remember the mileage on it. It was pretty long, but just coming down Panther Creek, just the impact on my toes against my boots, just, if you don't know what hiker's toe is, it's basically it bruises your toes, typically right where your toenails are. They turn, I don't know, purplish color, and some of the times you lose your toenail, which luckily on that one, I did not until later on. Like, my other toenail had already grown back in, so that's gross, so I'm not gonna get too much farther into it. But anyway, Panther Creek, not cool, all right? Hiker's toe, Panther Creek, that's all I remember, not cool. So I did find this trail on the way back down. I missed it on the way up, even though I was really looking for it. But this is just where an old chimney, just out in the middle of the woods. And then I thought, so there's some kind of a like concrete platform here. And I think maybe because I missed it, because this tree has fallen down since the last time, and it really blocked off the entire view from this side. I had to catch it from the back side. But I don't know, just been interesting to know. Oh, and here's another concrete, larger platform. Looks like it would have been, gosh, almost the size of like a porch or something. So I don't know if this was a house or a building during the logging era, but anyway, just wanted to make sure I could find it. I knew it was up here, but the last couple times I've hiked up here, I've missed it. So anyway, pretty interesting. So here's another bridge, definitely a lot larger than most of the bridges that I cross. Still pretty neat though. There's a view upstream, and here's a view downstream. Well, I was actually hoping to see more snow than this, but this is all I've seen. It's just a little bit left over, I guess, from a few days ago, and it's in the shade, so that's the only thing that's helped it last this long. But hey, It's a little bit of snow. It's better than nothing. So this is where Indian Flats Falls gets a little tricky. There is no signage. So as you come up the main trail, so we passed over that big wooden bridge, right? So not too much farther than that. You come up through here and you're gonna see this turn in the trail. You can continue to go on up through here. Like the trail goes on up, that's how I did the loop to Panther Creek. You go on around. But when you see this like natural rock wall formation, it's easier to see right now in the wintertime because all this is not grown up. But in the summertime, you can't hardly see this trail. But literally, it's just where the trail widens up on this turn. You see this rock wall formation, and then you just follow this. And I mean, literally, you're like less than 5 minutes from Indian Flats Falls. But now I will warn you, this trail is narrow and it's a little tricky, and there's a couple of trees that you're gonna have to either climb over or go under. And I have come up here when there's been snow and ice on the ground, and it makes it a little bit more treacherous. But I mean, as you can see, you went from a fairly wide trail to this little narrow one. And you'll see what I mean when we get up here. So just keep that in mind if you decide to do this hike. I mean, it is well worth it, don't get me wrong. Well worth it. But it does become considerably more challenging here at the end. And I still can't believe I'm the only person here. I'm really hoping nobody's passed me, because I pulled over several times and was videoing and just piddling around like I normally do. So it takes me longer to get up here than a normal human being. But there was nobody in the parking area, so had the place to myself. Haven't seen anybody on the way up. So man, if I can get up here and get some video of the falls where I'm by myself, that'd be awesome. But somebody may have come in from another direction off this upper trail. But here we go. Here is one of these trees you have to go under. And this can be a little slick, and I guarantee you there's something down in that little area. I'm not gonna go find out. And here in a minute, we may go down that way. That's the lower falls. And it sounds like the water level may be up due to the recent rain, which will make it that even better. That much better. All right, so there you have it. Indian Flats Falls. And this is gonna be really slick, so I gotta be careful. It'll make for good video if I fall, but it'll make for a really bad day. So that's the main waterfall, Indian Flats. We're gonna work our way over here and try not to fall. Ooh, look, it's just slick. You don't think it will be, but I know from past experience it is. So, first tier, second tier of the waterfall, and then there's a third tier down there. So pretty tough to beat. There was where we just came from, Indian Flats, and I'm gonna work my way down here and see if I can see the lower tier. But just to give you a heads up, not really a cave, but definitely a little insert here in the rocks. And then as I came around here, I saw that spot and I was like, I know there's got to be something down in there. So thank goodness it's cold. So, and I don't have this on my chest mount, so I'm having to hold this with GoPro with one arm or one hand and work my way down and try not to fall. Ugh. Let's see, I'll go this way. I had to ditch my backpack up there just for the fact that it's a little tight down through here in some spots. But well, actually, if you look, up there's the top falls where we were at. This is the second tier. This is kind of a third tier. And there was a fourth one there, the four falls. So that's pretty cool. So that was Middle Prong Trail up to Indian Flats Falls. Just trying out the new GoPro 12 to see how the video looks compared to like the old GoPro 5 that I had been using. But hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit the like button. I'd also go ahead and ask that you hit the subscribe button. It doesn't cost anything, but it'll just give you a notification the next time I upload another video. But until next time, just keep walking.